So masks are controversial.
Right.
It's become very political, like everything else.
It sucks.
And it sucks. Me personally, I wear a mask when I'm out in public as a respect thing more than anything else. That's just how I feel about it. And I don't want to get into that. I know you don't want to get into that masks hot topic.
It shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be. Is one thing that needs to be talked about, and I can't emphasize this enough. I didn't hear one thing about it in the presidential debate. I haven't seen anything about it on social media. The elbow bump.
Oh.
That's how we're greeting people now?
Wow.
Like, how did that just slip in? Like, we as a society, we need to raise our standards big time.
That is like the most unfortunately appropriate response to everything.
Yep.
I'm just realizing. Wow, good call.
When someone comes up to me, first off, it is weird to not shake someone's hand.
Right.
Especially when you're meeting someone for the first time. For whatever reason, it feels more natural to have some sort of touch.
Yep.
I think. I don't know if that's biological or whatever.
Right.
But when someone comes up to me with an elbow, to me, you might as well strap on some bright white, navy blue accented New Balance tennis shoes, tuck in your shirt, and announce Nux and explode the Nux. That's where it is for me. It's right there. It's right there. Maybe even below that. I don't know. Is that just me?
And
the
they might
elbow bump? Are we serious?
Might as well age to a particular age. It seems like you have a vision as to what that means to you.
I have a vision as to
what the elbow, everything you just described.
Yeah,
it's very clear for me, and I think probably for many others.
And I don't mean to knock anybody who has approached me with an elbow bump. I apologize. We just need to get past it. And these things can just become the norm.
Yeah.
And I want to nip it in the bud.
You can't.
I know.
Something has to happen.
So something has to happen. We got to think of something better.
Wow.
So
how popular is it, do you think?
The elbow bump?
Is it just like, is it kind of like a understood unanimous decision that that's what you're supposed to do, unless you just completely disregard the virus these days?
Yeah, I guess, that's a good question. It's just...
It does seem like it's everywhere.
Yeah, and it just pops up out of nowhere. It's like, man, don't... Because then you have to reciprocate. You can't just be like, sorry.
Right, sorry.
I don't do that.
I don't do that stuff.
Do that. Yeah.
COVID or not, I don't do that stuff. So what?
It's hard. I think it's going to be hard for people to accept greeting people without contact. So that is where it gets tricky. But I'm proposing, what's wrong with a wave? Hey, nice to meet you.
Yep.
Hey. Many different ways you can, hey, wave back and forth.
You don't want to
sign.
Steal the bow from
That's what I was going to bring up next.
Eastern Asia or wherever.
I think it's classic. I think it's pretty classy. I don't know.
We have American version
that's
of that.
That's what I do. I head nod. Hey, nice to meet you. And you have to emphasize your eyes a little bit, make it look like you're smiling, especially when you're wearing a mask. Hey.
Interesting.
Nice to meet you.
Yep.
Just smile with your eyes. You don't even have to smile with your mouth. Just, hey, nice to meet you.
Right.
But I'm down for the bow.
Does this look like I'm smiling? Maybe you can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, you should
smile.
You should smile. Yeah, it's just kind of scary.
Tell me when I'm smiling and when I'm not.
Okay. Clearly not smiling. Clearly smiling.
I wonder if that's
so now we know.
tested.
That was a good experiment. So disregard what I said about not smiling. Definitely smiling. Smile when you're even when you're wearing a mask. But the bow is nice. A wave is nice. Maybe even a wink. A wink can mean many things, which I guess could lead you to trouble or to a great lasting relationship.
Yeah, that's interesting. So like, if you had like a matrix where it's like you on the x-axis, you have, I respect COVID. I don't know what to think about COVID. And then I think COVID is a hoax. And then the same for the other person on the y-axis. Like, what would a wink do? I feel like for some of those situations, it'd be like, we're good.
Yeah.
Or like, I hate you,
respect.
but let's just, but with this wink, you see that I shouldn't have said hate. That was stupid. But like, just, you're good. Leave me alone. Don't show me a picture of your kids on your phone as I just saw you cough open mouth in a crowd of 6 over there at that table. Just unashamedly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Side note to that, I believe
But then trouble with like opposite sex or whatever, winking and stuff.
That is where we run into problems with the wink.
Sorry, what?
I was just going to say it with the elbow bump. Aren't we taught to cough into our elbow? And then you're just
the inside of the elbow, but that's like ground zero.
Yeah.
Or the others, yeah.
I'm more so just trying to think of every possible reason not to elbow bump somebody. Because goodness.
Is it just like, what is it exactly? Is it like, I feel like unless you're like the same exact height.
Yeah.
But for us, obviously not.
Maybe. For me, it's more the way somebody approaches you. Just like, it's never like, I think it'd be okay if like you were next to somebody, like 2 feet away and someone's just like, hey, and you're just kind of, hey. But
True.
It's the people who take 3 steps with their elbow out. It's like,
yep.
Take off the New Balance. Just give me a wave.
So, a wink then? Or what else? How long have you been thinking about this?
I've been thinking about it since the first time I got an elbow bump, but I just couldn't hold it in any longer. I had to say something.
To that person? Or right now?
To all elbow bumpers. I think, again, we can't nip it in the bud. I feel like it's been around long enough. But to try to stop it, you have to be on the offensive. You can't wait for someone to approach you. Just almost walk around with a hand up, just ready to wave. Ready to go. Even...
How do you stop it before... Yeah.
I was weirdly thinking about this last night. Even like shaking your own hand. I've thought about like, hey, my hands aren't... I'm unavailable to touch right now. Just, hey,
wow,
good to meet you.
Interesting.
Because then it's like, I'm getting that touch.
By just proxy and eye contact.
Yeah. Should try that out. See if someone like reciprocates the just shaking your own hand.
I mean, some people
it's kind of like a bow. Or
like this is a little bit pretentious maybe, but like, hey.
Yeah.
How you doing? Like,
yeah, nice to meet you.
This normally means like, thank you.
Yeah.
But still like, I don't know, thank you for keeping your distance.
Or I feel like it's polite and respectful and just not the lamest thing I've seen in my entire life.
What about like a stranger? Would this still work? Or a wink? Are you going to wink at a stranger? Or are you going to shake your own hand in front of a stranger that you've just been introduced to?
I'm not going to wink at a stranger. Ooh. Good try. don't wink at a stranger. I would wave at a stranger. This is tough. There are different situations.
I also wouldn't want to elbow bump a stranger.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to elbow bump anybody, but certainly not a stranger. I don't want to give off that vibe right away.
Yeah.
I'm an elbow bumper.
I think you can kind of like, with this motion, you can, like the shake your own hand motion, you can kind of like introduce yourself. Like,
Yeah. Hey.
I'm Paul. What's your name?
I kind of like that, honestly.
I don't know.
Hey, nice to meet you. Then there's still some contact. You could even like
clap.
make it a little bit like known, like this is what I'm doing.
This is over.
Yeah, this is over.
This
Nice
part
to
of the
meet you.
introduction is over.
This is over, yeah. It's a wrap.
Stop walking towards me with your elbow.
Yeah.